Hello and welcome, friends of friends, and friends of friends of friends. Welcome to our yet to be named interview show. My name is Dor, and I'll be your host / tour guide through all this wonderful land. We're going to be interviewing everyone from coaches to team players, all the way down to staff. And boy, do we have a good one for you. It's Kaulo for our first one up on the interview. Kaulo, thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you being here. I hope you are ready for this ride.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and for anybody's first time who it is watching our interviews, we're doing this in a bit of an interesting fashion. I got to talk to Kaulo a little bit beforehand about, what he enjoys and what he does. We want to separate this away from necessarily just the esports and make this a bit more of a challenge, because I don't think it's fair for me, someone who talks all the time, to be the only one who's good at talking. So he gets to be good at something also. During this interview, he has told me that he's a bit of a basketball fan. He's played a lot of hockey, and he's got a very nice dog, and everyone knows he's a graphic designer. So I thought we might as well combine all those things and level the playing field here. So for 10 minutes and a 10-minute timer on the dot, we'll be designing ourselves a graphic for a prompt that I have come up with that Kaulo knows very little about. We're going to be designing a graphic for the Puppy Bowl, but on ice. It is going to be a hockey-based Puppy Bowl. I need a graphic. You have 10 minutes, Kaulo. I'll be designing one alongside you. We can compare at the end, and we're going to be interviewing the whole time. I hope you're good at multitasking, because the timer starts now. 10 minutes up. Now, Kaulo, you've been floating around this Overwatch scene. You've been floating around a lot of places for a while. I want to say, first off, congratulations on the Atlanta gigs. They seem wonderful. I hope you're having a good time with them, are you?
Yeah, no, it's really been a blast and kind of like a dream come true almost.
And so this happened relatively recently. I think your first one was for Atlanta FaZe. That's correct?
My first tier 1 graphic?
Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yeah, the first one I had was for Atlanta Reign. Was their roster reveal kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That's
Atlanta FaZe was my most recent one.
So you've got that done, but you started off, and I think this is one of the big things that kind of got you into tier 1 was your 3D graphics. You've been doing them for a little bit, and I think you've been pushing them forward, right? Where did that really start off with for you?
Funny story. If you know the game Minecraft, a lot of people do. Back when I was 12, 13, 14 in that area, I did a bunch of the Minecraft intros that you would see online, and I kind of sold them and stuff, and I picked up a bunch of skills with Cinema 4D and Octane there, and they just randomly were one day looking at NYXL stuff. It's I'm thinking, I think I could probably replicate this to a degree. Obviously they're way better than me, but I think I could do it to a degree, and that's kind of what started it. And we're let's try it on Susano. So that's what we did, and it's turned out pretty well so far.
It's funny. You've actually been at the forefront of this, right? Because now the Mayhem's been doing it, Popcorp's been playing with it, Alter Edits has been doing a good bit with it. What's it like to do you realize that's the case? Does it feel like it at all?
No, I mean, there's such a there's so many 3D designers out there. Now maybe in this small community I might have been one of the first to jump on that, but I don't really see it as that. I feel like I'm not even using I don't use Blender. Everyone uses Blender nowadays. I don't use it. So I feel like I'm kind of at the start, but I don't feel like I was the one to make it popularized in the Overwatch community, if that makes sense.
That's fair enough. I appreciate the being humble. You certainly brought it up a level. I'll say at least that much. But let's zoom back. You mentioned Minecraft earlier. What even what makes you start? How do you sell? How old are you? Is that a legal business that you can? What's is it a brutal scene? Tell me more about Minecraft intros. I gotta know.
I remember I wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber, Minecraft survival games.
As
back when
does,
Dante's, Tomato. Is there any other? Those are the main guys that are now related to Overwatch. But they were also in it in UHC survival games, and I wanted a Minecraft intro, but all the templates were really unoriginal, and I never wanted that. So I learned how to make one for myself, and when I did that, other people were oh, that's so cool. And I kept making stuff for myself, and they're oh, can I get some? 13-year-old me is yeah, that'd be awesome. And so I never really sold too much. I sold it $10 every now and then, but for the most part, it was kind of just me just giving out free interest to people, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely did enjoy it.
So that's where you got your start, and now you're here making graphics in 10 minutes. I gotta ask, how's it going?
How much time do we have left?
Oh, I see. Making me tab out. That's good. Good strategy. 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Not going too hot. Not going too hot. I'll tell you that. You're probably looking a lot better than I am right now.
I'm pressing X to doubt severely at this. You haven't just done management. You haven't just done anything surrounding, graphic design. You've been everywhere. And from what I hear down the grapevine, you attempted to be a semi-pro CSGO player at some point in time. Now, did you get very far? Like, is that like, okay, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'll just go do graphic design.
So I started playing CS around the same time I was doing Minecraft. I played like 13 years old, probably like 16. And I have I think it's like 8K hours in that game. It's a lot. And with that, I played in a bunch of the ESEA leagues, and I made it to ESEA Advanced. So I don't know what the direct translation is for Overwatch, but I'd say it's probably like trials, maybe low tier 2. That was like my peak. But I got a lot of connections through that, and it did help me ultimately go to the Overwatch scene, which is, I'm gonna be honest, it's way better than the CSGO scene, at least community-wise. We're in the right spot. I'll tell you that right now.
Being a college student, you get pretty good at procrastination, like you said, 3 a.m. graphics and whatnot. Now you've got approximately 2.5 minutes left. I'm checking in yet again, not just on your graphic, but on your mental. How are you doing?
Oh boy, okay. This is any teams looking out there trying to scout me or something. This is I'm slow. All right, this is not my. So I could do better.
It's going in the portfolio, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're posting the Behance link and everything, like.
Expect a post later today. This is going with my LFT. This is my LFT graphic right here.
Oh, okay. So it's two for. I feel like branding with the dog is a pretty good plan. Tell me a little bit more about him.
We just got. He's a 3-month-old long-haired German Shepherd. His name is Axel, and we just got him about 2.5 months ago. And he is. I don't actually live with him. He lives with my parents. But it's still. It's super funny because every time I go home, there's actually a video on Twitter of it. He gets super like hyper excited to see me every time, and it's the cutest thing ever. So he's like my favorite thing in the world right now. But yeah, he's amazing, great dog.
So this dog's gotten you this far. You've survived until now. You have about a minute left. Tell me a little bit more about the lore of your ice hockey playing dog. Also, if you've have you been home recently to see him? What's that situation?
So I live about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from home. So I visit quite regularly. I go at least like 2 to 3 times a week. And like my parents, they also pay for my apartment, so I kind of have to force to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I visit them all the time, so it's not like, even though I live a bit away, it's not, they've paid for basically everything in my life except for college, and so it's not too big of a hassle. But yeah.
So what about designing graphics this fast? Is that much of a hassle?
This is rough.
That's good because you got about 30 seconds left on the clock.
Let's just say I added a signature touch. If people who know the Callow brand will be like, I recognize this, and this might hurt me in the long run. I'm gonna be honest, but only time will tell.
So 10 seconds left on the clock. Wrap it up. Get it together. Get ready to send it to me. You don't need to export it, but you do need to get it done. Hello, in 5 seconds. One last question. Best anime you've ever seen. What is it?
ReZero Season 2. Just finished a couple weeks ago. Amazing.
Wow, he was ready for that one. Now, were you ready for the prompt? Did you I know you had a little bit of an idea what it was prior to it now, but is there any way to actually prepare yourself for designing a graphic in 10 minutes on the spot?
If you look at it, you would be able to say that my answer is no. It's you want to see it?
Yeah. Go ahead and send it to me. Go ahead and send it to me real quick.
This isn't exactly what I would say top 10 Callow pieces out there. Maybe top 11, but doesn't quite break the top 10.
Uh-oh. I'm ready. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god. The text is kinda wrapped to the bowl, and now we've got the brand in there. Your dog looks beautiful as ever. Here's mine. You can have a look.
Okay,
I know. I'm trying to be careful, right? I'm doing everything from casting, interviewing, graphic design now. I don't want to come for your job, so I took it a little easy on you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, for sure.
Well,
Still
Callo,
competes with it a lot.
I would maybe on like in the right lighting be able to. Either way, huge thanks for coming on. I'm glad I could get a little bit of a look inside what your life as a graphic designer is like. On the other hand, if there's anything else you want to shout out, I think Twitter is @Callo_. Is there a Twitch or anything you need to let rip?
No, just my Twitter. That's about all. And thank you for having me on. I really did enjoy it.
Of course, and you guys be sure to shoot him a follow. Make sure to shoot Reflash a follow as well. We're producing these every once in a while. Here you can keep up with all the fun Tier 2 action with Monkey Bubble. Keep up with all the Open Division as well with Reflash. Make sure you're watching all the broadcasts. If you want to follow me, it's @Door_cast. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.